If you care about Mother Earth, if you care about the next generations, if you want a decent life, you need to be in the streets of New York City, April 26th at the Peace and Planet demonstration.
Every week our government is spending billions of dollars on new nuclear weapons and war and occupation abroad, money that instead should be going into safe and quality housing, education, healthcare, childcare, and human needs programs.
In a way, we overcomplicate it. The weapons kill and they destroy, and there's just like no question about that. They're not political tools, they're not this deterrence security blanket, they are the weapons of mass destruction.
Who wants to be one of the ones that say, I'm willing to take a chance? I don't, and I don't know of anybody else. And the foolishness with some world leaders to try and posture and think that they can scare other nation states by threatening that, well, we have a nuclear bomb and we will use this. That's not the way to execute international statesmanship. That is not the way to deal with our fellow humans.
UN negotiations have failed, and they've really kind of, made these weapons sound like we need them. They are the tools for us to make our countries secure, and really covered up what they really are. So that's really the context that we've been living in, and I think we have to change that context.
This is one of those transformative moments.
Mother Nature is in danger. People's lives are so difficult. The problems that people face seem insurmountable. This is the moment when we can come together. This is the moment where we need to come together.
Peace and Planet is important to me because it's an economic justice issue, it's racial justice, it's peace, it's environmental and climate justice. It's bringing these all together under one umbrella because we can't have peace at home, we can't have adequate services for our marginalized community here at home if we're spending trillions of dollars on sophisticated weaponry, nukes, and war abroad.
We have a populace, a huge populace of young people who are coming up who don't want the world that their grandfather and their fathers have had, where you're constantly fighting somebody and killing somebody and acting as though that's how you bring about peace. You don't bring about peace that way.
Thousands of us will be marching on Sunday, April 26th, to impact the United Nations Nuclear Weapons Non-Proliferation Treaty Review Conference.
We have conferences, festival, march, rally, April 24th to 26th, and we need you to be there because we need massive mobilization of people to hold governments accountable so we can really keep moving on.
Really, together, we do better together.
Sisters and brothers, we need you Sunday, April 26th, to march with us and thousands of others to the United Nations to call for a nuclear-free world, the elimination and abolition of nuclear weapons.
Until and unless we can connect the movements for economic justice and peace, we will not have a more peaceful world. Until and unless we're able to demilitarize the federal budget and move the money from wars and nuclear weapons, we will not be able to save Mother Earth.
We got to get rid of those weapons.
Martin Luther King realized we had the filthiest system, full of racism, poverty, and militarism. So we turned to Gandhi's infinite wisdom. Imperialism, carving up proportions of the globe, said that segregation led to the distortion of the soul. We just urban adolescents developing spiritual essence, injecting lyrical blessings, releasing aggression and relieving oppression. We're in the deepest recession since the Depression. I got a rhyming obsession. Since this historic election, I had a question for Obama the second he stepped into office. Will he keep supplying the weapons to the highest oppressors? Bankers and private investors, while no one's providing protection for the poorest as unemployment reach a higher percentage.